See this number? It's about to be like 10,000 in a minute here.
Nice.
Okay. Hello. I'm here with my friend Brody.
Hello.
He's back after so much wanting and comments. And we're going to tier list the entire MCU. And we're both kind of, not big Marvel connoisseurs, but we're both fans.
Yeah, we're decently well versed.
Yeah. I've seen like basically everything here except like a few standout things.
I think you should address the fact that they can probably hear dogs running in the
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's 2 dogs running around in the background. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the audio too much. Hopefully they'll settle down here in a minute. Yeah, actually, you can see. Right there. Yeah, okay. So do you want to just get started here?
Yeah.
Okay. So Iron Man 1. What do you think of that?
It's a good, solid Marvel film. Started off the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's been a while since I've seen it, but like I've never had anything bad to say about it. And like anytime I hear other people talk about it, they always talk about it like as one of the best. I don't know if I personally think it'd be like one of the best, but I definitely like it's a good one for sure.
Yeah. Definitely not in S tier.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. But maybe an A or a B.
Yeah, I kind of think A would be a good spot for it for now.
Yeah.
For now.
Plop her in.
Okay. Now, The Incredible Hulk, the prequel to the new Captain America movie.
Yeah.
I think I've literally only seen this movie once, and it was like 15 years ago, probably.
Okay. I've seen it a couple times, but yeah, maybe like not too familiar.
Yeah.
I remember Mark Ruffalo being really bad at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and he like I don't know what happened to him. He really aged between that movie and the next one. I don't know if it was aged, but
Yeah.
maybe he got some work done or something.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
C sounds good to me.
Okay. I remember I kind of liked it back in grade 6, so
Yeah.
okay, Iron Man 2. I don't like this one as much as Iron Man 1. I know that for sure.
Oh, definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one that I can hardly remember because I haven't seen it.
One thing I do remember
Years.
about it that's going to take away some points is that Elon Musk is in this movie.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the modern day Tony Stark.
Let's throw it an F.
All right, Thor.
Thor. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think kind of forgettable. Better than Thor, the second Thor movie. Spoiler warning, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
yeah, I don't know. Another one that's just like, meh, you know. I feel like they hadn't really got quite into their element yet. Like they did good with the first one, but I feel like at this point they're still just like superhero movies. They didn't quite like get that MCU DNA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, one thing that I like about it is that it kind of like went different from superhero movies, and I think that was because of Kenneth Branagh, if I'm not mistaken, is the director of that movie.
Oh, really?
He did a bunch of like Shakespeare movies and stuff too. So I feel like that's what's got that like Shakespearean.
Does it
vibe
really
to
have a
it.
Shakespearean vibe? I know the bad guy. How is he related to Tony Stark again? He's like the guy with the whips, but like didn't like.
We're talking about Thor, right?
Fuck yeah! No, we are talking about Thor. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about Iron Man 2 again. My bad. We're talking about Thor.
Yeah.
What's Shakespearean about it? He gets like cast away, right?
Yeah, well, I was thinking more in like scope and like epic and, sword fighting and like
Yeah.
that type of vibe.
Like yeah, like the Asgard vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I've never heard that. I've never heard of this Kenneth guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would put it in C tier. What do you think?
C sounds good to me.
Okay.
Are we ranking them in the categories too?
Yeah, above
Okay.
or below the Hulk?
I would say above.
Above Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain America: First Avenger. it's too big on the picture. Ah, damn it! Just a sec. Fix that a little bit here. Um. Sorry.
Some dead air.
Some technical difficulties here. Got that big ad there. Love that. Oh my god.
He's going great. He's doing good.
It's fine. I have stuff like this every stream, but nobody watches, so it's fine. Okay. No, see, that's the same thing. It's gonna keep getting bigger is the thing.
What do you mean bigger?
Like as we put movies in, the list is gonna get bigger, like the size of the.
Oh.
So maybe I'll just do this for now.
Yeah, we can adjust it later. When
Yeah.
When we add more movies.
Okay.
By we, I
Perfect.
mean you.
Yep. Okay, so back to Captain America: The First Avenger. I really like this one.
Yeah. B.
Not even gonna talk about it.
It's my opinion. I think it's a solid
It's
B.
just my opinion. No, no added inside, just B. That's
Yeah.
my opinion. Well, if you don't like it, fuck you.
That's what I think.
I hate it because I agree that it's also B, but
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of fucking movies here.
I guess we do.
I can't pull the director out of my ass for every movie.
Who directs this movie?
I don't know.
I know who directs the next one.
What's the next one? Oh,
Avengers
Joss
one.
Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon has also done a Shakespeare movie.
Yes.
He's done A Much Ado About Nothing.
Yeah, and didn't he film that when he was around the time he was filming
Yes.
Avengers? Because it has some of the same actors. Like it has
Yeah.
Phil Coulson,
It does.
favorite MCU character. This one is so like campy in the best ways. Like I feel like this is the most Marvel movie that you can think of, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Most Marvel movie.
Most Marvel-ass movie.
Yeah. We get a lot in this movie. It's mainly Iron Man focused,
Yeah.
for sure. Which most of the MCU is, especially the ones with Iron Man in it.
Even the Captain America movie has is like almost focused on him
Yeah.
as much as Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I can see him on the poster down there. Well,
Yeah.
not on stream, but oh yeah. It
Oh
is
no,
on
it's a
stream.
little bit on stream. You
Yeah.
can see the tops of their heads.
Yeah.
I like, yeah. I think like this movie, like not only is it pretty good, like really good actually, in my opinion. It like kind of set the stage for like everything to come. You know, whether you like it or not, but like, it's like I don't know. It was the first one to bring people together to really like establish it being a universe. You know.
Yeah. Solid. What does Avengers start with?
Starts with A, but you know what it ends with.
An S.
S.
You're thinking S.
I don't know. I think it could be S.
It could be. Yeah, it could be like bottom of the S.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
I'll give you S.
Because I'd say it's definitely a step up from Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Now.
no big disagreements yet.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
No wild. I want to get like a wild argument where one of us thinks it's F and one thinks it's S.
Yeah. There we go. That's pretty good. Don't worry about Bit Defender. Your always trusted Ferrari dealer. What the fuck? I don't know. Okay. Iron Man 3. What do you think about this one?
Iron Man 3 is good. I like that it was almost like an epilogue to Avengers because it shows like him going through the PTSD of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people hate this movie unnecessarily. I think it should be higher.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I'd say, I remember when I seen it, I liked it more than Iron Man 1. I don't know if I'd agree with that now. Maybe, I really liked its continuation to Avengers. And actually, I think this came out like a full year after the Avengers, and it was like the first movie since then. So it was kind of like, I remember at the time like being so excited to see where the universe was going after the Avengers, and then they responded to that so well by like having a direct follow-up. Yeah, I don't know, like I'm kind of thinking low A.
Low A is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I would yeah, I would agree with that.
Alright.
Below Iron Man.
Yeah,
We saw that movie at the drive-in when
we
we were
did.
probably, I don't know what year it came out.
I think we would have been in grade 7.
Yeah, so like 13 or 14.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now Thor: The Dark World. S tier.
S. But above or below Avengers in S.
Below. Below. It's
Below
not that
Avengers?
good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking D.
You're thinking okay.
Maybe F. Probably F, right? Like we gotta have some movies in
Yeah.
F tier.
Why did we put Iron Man 2 in F? I feel like we need to move Iron Man 2 up to D
Okay.
because there's definitely a lot of F stuff that's like needs to go in F.
Yeah. Okay. And then this to F.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's good.
Okay. And now the list. I'll make the list a little bit bigger, and it's gonna be able to stay like this for a while, anyways, until the rows start filling up. Okay. So, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Oh, I love this movie.
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
Like, to me, this is like top 3. I don't know if it's top 3 favorite, but I think it's top 3 quality wise. Full MCU.
Yeah, I could see that. I personally don't have it super high in my rankings. Like I would have it probably in A, but I feel like you're gonna say S for that one.
I definitely would say yes, yeah. Like, I think it's better than Avengers 1, and that's the only thing we have in our S so far.
Yeah, let's go for it. Throw it in there.
Okay.
Avengers.
Do you above or below? I'll
Oh.
let you decide.
Throw it above.
Okay.
Because it is a great one.
Yeah. Okay. Followed up by another great one, in my opinion.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Very good.
I remember at the time I like didn't go see this movie because I was like, who are these fucking guys? I want to see Iron Man. I want to see Captain America. Like, I specifically remember at the time being upset when there were other characters in the MCU after like the initial Avengers.
Which is kind of how some people feel now with new characters.
Yeah. True.
But maybe they'll grow into beloved characters like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And I don't know why too, because I'm like, I love Marvel, but I don't want more of it. Like, that's literally what my thought process was.
To be fair, again, you were probably 14 when
Yeah.
this came out.
True. But I think I seen it on Netflix, like maybe even a year later. I'm like, man, I was missing out.
Yeah, I don't remember going the first time I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think it was in theaters. It was probably on Netflix or.
I think it did hit Netflix like decently recent after, maybe because I don't think it did amazingly box office wise compared to everything before it.
Okay. You could be really wrong.
I could. I
Who knows?
feel like I remember hearing that, but maybe I am just making that up. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I think this is a high A, is where I would put it.
I'd agree with that.
Okay. I find it hilarious that Vin Diesel plays Groot. Like, I didn't know that when I watched this movie at first.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything to the movie at all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a kind of a cool fact. He went on like Jimmy Fallon with the rest of the cast. That's cool.
Yeah. Was he like advertised like big? Like,
Yeah, he was
in the trailers?
He
'Cause,
was. And that's another thing that I hate about Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Bradley Cooper,
Yeah.
but I feel like his talent is wasted on a raccoon.
Oh, I disagree. I think
Really?
he's great as Raccoon.
I think he is great, but I feel like he could be a great like superhero otherwise.
Oh,
where
gotcha. You feel like
use
he
his
could have
full
been in MCU
body.
in a different way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
but he does have a great voice for it too. And it's like, does he do much voice work? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Who would want to put such a handsome face, not on camera, really? Okay. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
You go first. What do you think?
I definitely like this movie, but I think it's clearly like the worst Avengers movie.
Worst Avengers movie, yeah, but I do think it's good.
I think it's good as well. But like, it was another cool like expanding of the MCU kind of thing because then this was the first movie with like Wanda, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
And her dead brother and
Spoilers.
it's the first movie with Ultron and the
Yeah.
last one. I think he was in it. What If though?
I wonder if they're gonna bring Ultron back.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that they would do.
And that like that actor that what plays him that's in The Office. What's his name?
Robert California.
Robert California.
James Spader.
James Spader. Yeah, he's got such a good voice. I feel like he could really add like he could be like I feel like right now Ultron isn't like known as like one of the greats in the MCU, but I feel like he really could be if they brought him back.
Yeah.
Because spoiler to What If, I thought that they really improved his character in that show.
Which season was he on of What If?
The first one.
Okay. I don't even remember it.
Well, I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking B, low B.
Low B below. I was thinking low A.
Really?
Yeah.
What about high B?
Like I like it as much as Iron Man 3 and Iron Man and Guardians of the Galaxy. But I would give you high B. I'll give you high B.
Okay. Okay.
But you owe me one.
Fair enough. Okay. Ant-Man. I remember I really liked this movie at the time, but thinking back, like I feel like it's kind of forgettable because I can't remember any of it.
He's the really small guy. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. What do you think?
Bottom of the B.
Bottom of B?
Yeah.
Better? Yeah,
Ooh, better
I'd
than
say
Thor.
better than Thor. I would, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Civil War. Ooh, another good one right
Great
here.
one. Yeah.
I feel like this is one of your favorites.
Yeah. I would remember I was like really stoked for this movie. I
Mhm.
was probably 15 when this came out. There was a whole bunch of like TV spots that came out like 2 days before the movie. That were like different scenes of the movie, and I watched all of them. Just 'cause I was
really?
so excited for the movie. I like Spider-Man a lot too, so when that trailer came out, I was super excited
Mhm.
for it. Great introduction to Spider-Man and very efficient,
Hmm.
like because they knew it was overdone. Or not overdone, but it would have been overdone if they did it again.
Yeah, and like we know the story.
Yeah,
You know, we don't need to waste the precious movie time
yeah,
on
exactly.
a story that literally everybody's seen.
Yeah.
Um,
I liked that it was. I wish they were doing this more, where it's like groups coming together, but not everybody coming together,
Mhm.
because there were some major people left out of the movie, like Thor and Hulk. Yeah, I wish they would do like more group movies,
yeah,
even though
that's-
this is still a big cast.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, I feel like that does happen. That still does kind of happen. Like, you know, you had Guardians of the Galaxy briefly in Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
You had
There's brief cameos for sure, but I mean like movies where they're part of it, the whole thing.
yeah. Was anybody like? Oh, I guess No Way Home had Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that would be a big one. And then like Thor Ragnarok, Hulk
Thor
was a big
Ragnarok.
part of that.
Multiverse of Madness had like a lot of
Yeah,
smaller people, but still.
yeah, and Wanda was a big part of it.
Yeah, I'd say this is definitely S tier for sure.
Yeah,
Do you? I think below Winter Soldier, but what do you think?
I would put it above.
I'll give you above.
Yeah,
I'll give
remember
you
that
above.
one you owe me?
And now I don't know you nothing.
Okay.
First Doctor Strange movie. Did you like this one?
Yeah, it's good. Very inventive. Like the shots in it are crazy. Like all the CGI and production stuff.
Do you know who directed this one?
I don't.
Because I know Sam Raimi did the second one, but I don't know who did this.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch did great. Some
He's
people
good.
think his accent is weird as Doctor Strange,
Oh yeah,
but I think it's normal.
yeah.
don't
I
know.
like. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have any problem with it. I just I don't really know the character Doctor Strange that well.
Well, in the comics, he didn't actually have a speaking role. It was more of a reading role. But
That's true.
I mean, like his American accent in it.
Okay.
That Cumberbatch does.
Oh yeah, because he's not American.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot that he didn't speak like that normally.
Yeah.
but he does have the most British name in the world, so that makes sense.
Yeah, we're not American either. We're Canadian.
Yeah,
Just wanted to put that out there.
it is good to put that out there.
Yeah.
And one thing I do like about this movie, I remember hearing somebody talk about this, so this isn't my point, but I really like how he defeats the bad guy in a smart way rather than like just like being more strong than them, you know? Like he
Yeah.
outsmarts Dormammu, and I really like that as a character because I don't know the character that well, but I mean that seems like what a smart Doctor Man would do.
You don't know the character? It's Doctor Strange. He's the guy, the wizard guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like I definitely like don't love like I'm not super attached to this movie or even like the character in general. Like I feel like Doctor Strange is a super vital part of the MCU, but I feel like he's not ever going to be one of those like main big guys.
Oh, I think he's turning into a main big guy now.
Yeah.
But as far
Maybe
as
he's a big man.
yeah, big man. As far as where we'd go on the tier list, I'm thinking above Captain America, below Age of Ultron.
Above Captain America, below
In
Age
B.
of in B. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Let me just whoops. I was gonna boom. There we go. Now we're kinda off
Ooh.
and then
Getting crazy with it.
yeah. That helps a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Now, what did we say? Below right there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. How are we doing for time? We still
We're
here's what
21
we got
minutes.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, you were like teasing me earlier for just going A, but I think sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah, okay. Let's
gotta do
for
it.
the forgettable. If we want to talk about it though, we'll still talk about it. Like
Yeah.
I love Guardians too.
Guardians 2 is great. I love the. I don't know if it's the very opening scene, but one of the first scenes with Groot dancing to Mr. Blue Sky.
Oh yeah, and
Very
it's
good
like
scene.
it's like a fully CGI scene, but it's so like artfully done.
Yeah. Which all the music and
Yeah.
all of the Guardians movies
Yeah,
is unreal.
and like we didn't mention James Gunn in the first one, but he's just like this was him. Like the first movie was like proof, like oh this guy's got chops, but this one was like okay no, it's not just like he's not just like a one-time thing. Like he is a talented director, and this is him like really showing it off. Yeah, I definitely like this one more than the first, like soundtrack wise, story wise. Really like the story with his dad. I thought Kurt Russell was great. I thought the like ending with the big emotional part at the ending was like done very well. Had a lot of great emotion. Yeah,
Agreed. Did you say above the first one?
I kind of think this is low S.
Low S.
Yeah,
I'm thinking high A.
really.
Yeah, S tier for Guardians 2 is crazy to me.
Really, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a low S or low A,
High
high A. I'm talking myself down here. Okay, now what do you have to say about Homecoming? I know you love this movie.
A. Oh yeah, Michael Keaton great in this. If I'm not mistaken, this is his only comic book movie role. I don't think he had any others.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Um,
Oh no, he was in Morbius.
Morbius, that's it. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting one. Yeah. Yeah, Tom Holland's great as Spider-Man. I like that it's pretty grounded. They didn't need to give a huge, world-ending threat for the first Spider-Man movie. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they did great for the first outing with Tom Holland. I remember one thing I didn't like about the marketing is I was convinced that Iron Man was going to be in this movie a lot more, and he had a good, like I thought his role in it was great, but just specifically in the marketing they really put him in a lot of it, and he was not in it.
Yeah, I remember that shot of them like flying through New York together.
Yeah, that was in literally every trailer that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like having been him doing like 2 movies since then and then had a bunch of other roles in other MCU movies. Like I definitely don't think as fondly on this one as I do with a lot of other Spider-Man movies. Not specifically MCU, but
Okay.
extended. So I don't know. Like I'm kind of thinking like middle of the APAC for me.
That sounds perfect to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say S.
No.
Middle of the APAC.
Yeah. It's just solid A.
Ooh. Okay. Thor Ragnarok. This is one of the best.
This is a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi,
Mm-hmm.
great director for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe not for some later ones.
Yeah. I really like how they like, okay, 2 Thor movies in, first one was decent, second one sucked. Let's just really mix things up for this last one. Like I don't know if it was like that was like a Kevin Feige decision or what it was, but it was a great one. They
Yes.
kind of like they definitely really took some vibes from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like the first ones were a lot more like Asgardian, like Nordic mythology, and this one was like space,
Yeah, like space, like rock opera
Yeah.
style almost.
Yeah, and they still did have those elements, like him, like the bad guy being Surtur and Hela. Like it still has those big like Nordic elements that are a big part of his character,
Yeah,
but they really like MCUified it in the best way.
I agree. It's a great movie. I like the post-credit scene in this one as well. That leads into Infinity War.
Oh yeah, where it's just like this monumental ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that
it
was
really
cool.
sets up Infinity War well,
Yeah.
especially the opening scene of it.
Yeah, this was a great. I guess yeah, Black Panther was between these two, but this was
Yeah.
such a great setup to Infinity War.
Yeah,
I'm thinking S for sure, but where in
Yeah.
S? I think this is above Civil War.
above Civil War,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I would personally put it below, but I'll give you that.
I'll take it. Black Panther. It's been a while since I've seen this one. I remember it being like pretty good, but not like amazing.
Yeah, it was great, like really monumental as well. Like it was a big movie at the time.
Yeah, it was really big. Yeah, it was. It's one of the highest grossing, I think, like after the Avengers and stuff. But I
Yeah,
think it's up there.
Chadwick Boseman was great as Black Panther.
Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, and like Kendrick on the soundtrack, like that was pretty awesome. Those songs are good.
Oh yeah. I remember some of the CGI in this movie being kind of weird. Like it didn't look
Yes.
that great.
Yeah, like the fight at the end. Oh, and that's another thing. With a lot of Marvel characters, they did a lot more like early on with the movies where like the bad guy is literally just the same as the good guy but like bigger. Like Iron Man 1, Ant-Man 1, and like then this did the same thing with Warmonger. But I did like his character overall. I just didn't like how they were just the same. They were both Black Panther at the end of the movie.
Yeah. You said Warmonger.
Oh, what's his name?
Killmonger.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
Isn't Warmonger also a character in the MCU?
I don't know.
Who's the guy that gets his arm chopped off in
Winter
Age,
Soldier?
Age of Ultron? In Age of Ultron, he gets his arm chopped off by Ultron. What's that guy's name? Is it Andy Serkis? Is the actor?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
This is a good time to remind that this is the official Marvel
This
tier
is the
list.
official tier list.
Yeah.
We were handpicked by Kevin Feige himself to do this
Yeah.
as promotion for Avengers Doomsday in theaters in 2026.
Is Doomsday first or is Secret Wars first?
I think Doomsday's first,
Okay.
and then Kang Dynasty is the third one. That's what it was originally gonna be. Was Kang Dynasty was one of them?
Yeah. That was going to be the... I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, Fantastic Four. This is promotion for that as well. We're actually gonna put that in the tier list at the end.
And Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts
Yeah.
and Zoom with Tim Allen. They're actually adding that into the MCU. He's gonna be in the next Avengers.
Yeah. We've all been waiting for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been teasing it for forever. Where did we say anything for this one?
Black Panther?
Yeah.
I'm thinking B for Black Panther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think kind of top of B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Infinity War. I mean, this is an S for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
but where in S? Well, we can talk about it a bit, I guess. Good one.
Great one. Love the ending. Like seeing a unhappy ending. It
Yeah.
was a great setup for Endgame.
Yeah, I love watching people die.
Yeah. I liked that I heard children crying about Spider-Man dying.
Yeah, I really, I loved seeing Spider-Man die. That was my favorite part.
Hmm.
So well
Dude, I
acted.
was laughing.
So funny.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you really got to feel for Thanos in this movie.
Yeah.
The pain and torture he puts himself through for the
For-
greater good.
Yeah. Just a
Um,
utilitarian motive that was what was best.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I seen about this recently, it was an interview with Josh Brolin, and he was talking about how like he was getting direction from the Russo brothers. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, another thing, Russo brothers. We haven't
Yes.
mentioned them yet.
We didn't even mention them earlier.
No, and they're like the they're like the best Marvel directors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard that like initially when he was like trying to act as Thanos, he was like doing like a very like comic booky vibe, and then they kind of they gave him direction that was like kind of think of like Godfather and how like those characters will like bend down whenever they're I can't remember exactly what he said, but he really like put it into character. And then I was thinking back on Thanos and like he just is like such a human character for not being human.
Yeah, true. And they set him up really well in the first scene. Where
Yeah.
he kills Loki. That like really establishes
Loki.
him as this like big bad for the Avengers to face out against.
Yeah, and he kicks Hulk's ass.
Yeah, yeah, that too.
And he's like, "Oh, let him have his fun." Yeah, no, this movie fucking rocks.
I'd say top of the S tier.
Yeah, honestly, let's do it. Oops.
It could even stay there. I don't know.
It,
We'll
it
find
could.
out.
It could. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I hear a lot of people hate this movie. I like it.
I love it. I liked it more than the first one.
I did too. Like, it's definitely not S tier by any means.
Yeah.
I would say top of B tier.
Sure.
Like, cause it's good, but it's like it is somewhat forgettable in the grand scheme of them.
I think some people, if anybody watches this, like are gonna laugh at Iron Man 3 being above
Oh
some
yeah,
of those B tiers.
probably.
But that's just how
Above
we
Black
feel.
Panther. Yeah. And this is official, so you have to feel this way too.
Yeah.
Or you're wrong. Captain Marvel, everybody's favorite MCU character, especially men.
I loved this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we saw this in theater again. We've probably seen like most of these movies together for the first time.
I don't know most of them.
Yeah, not
Definitely,
most, but
like,
there's definitely a lot.
the big ones
Yeah.
and like a lot of the small ones.
Well, Captain Marvel was also big just because it was the one right before Endgame.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that brought a lot of people out too. I really liked it though. I thought like those I forget what they're called, those cat things. They were hilarious.
Oh yeah, Flargle. They got some weird name.
Yeah. Nick Fury was great.
He was good.
Brie Larson is great as Captain Marvel.
She is.
I like when Nirvana comes in at the end during the fight scene.
Is that the one with like the girl song?
The what?
Like a girl, like it's like I'm just a girl.
No, it's Come As You Are.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway,
There's like remember she's like fighting that one girl and there's like a jukebox playing.
I agree. Bottom of the A.
I don't, you didn't let me talk about it yet.
Okay.
I don't like this one very much. I think it's like okay. You say bottom of the A, like I would say top of the C.
Top of the seat, really.
Yeah. Like I do like Brie Larson. I think she's great. I think Jude Law acted the villain pretty well, but it was like the most obvious like Marvel twist in my opinion. And I like twist villains sometimes, but I feel like it kind of kills the replayability in some ways with some movies. This one for sure.
That's fair.
I don't know. Yeah, I will meet you right in the middle between the bottom of A and top of C, middle of B.
I'll give you a bit more than that. We can put it low B.
Okay. What do we think?
That one.
Okay. I'm just gonna let the dog outside just a second. Outside.
He's dog sitting.
I gotta grab another beer. You want another beer?
I would love another beer. Such a gracious host.
Which one of your beer do you want?
I'll take the red one.
Okay, what do we got next here? Oh, big one.
Avengers Endgame.
The big one, really.
Hmm.
I would say this is definitely in the top 2 of all the movies so far.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would say quality-wise, it's not as good as Infinity War, but I love it way more than Infinity War.
You love it way more? I
Yeah.
think I like Infinity War more because it's more, like, rewatchable.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame, there's a lot of, like, fan service that kind of only works the first time you watch it. Like, it's like those big moments that are shocking, but don't have the same effect on me on the second watch.
Okay, but tell me this. How many times did you go see Avengers Endgame in theaters?
I think only once.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw it like 3 times.
Oh, really?
I
Oh, no, I did twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think this movie is very replayable. Like, I know it's so fan servicey to a fault,
Yeah.
but I still get chills watching the portal scene at the end. Just like, no, I this is probably my favorite. I don't know. That's hard. It's definitely like top 2, but no, I love this movie.
Yeah. So we're definitely like top of the S, either top or under Infinity War is what we're thinking.
Yeah. Can you argue for below Infinity War?
The only way I can argue for below Infinity War is just arguing for Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like, which I'm not going to bother doing. We can put it below Infinity War.
Okay.
Above Infinity War.
Far From Home. You having problems there, boss? There
Is
you
that
go.
it? There we go.
Far From Home. This is another good one. It's been a while since I've seen it. I remember I really liked it at the time. It was definitely a departure from every other Spider-Man movie we've seen so far, so that was kind of nice.
For sure. I like you see the twist coming, but not in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
of
Oh
Mysterio.
yeah, exactly.
But I like the twist. Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Fun plot point. I like that we see Peter's grief over Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of good way after Endgame to kind of move things forward. I remember the bit at the start is very funny where they like go over the blip and how it affected the high school.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, what else is in this? I like Happy and Aunt May's relationship.
Yes, yeah.
What's the director's name? No, it wasn't Mark Webb. That was
That was Amazing Spider-Man. Is it John Watts?
John. I think so. Yeah, he's not going to do the next one, but this was another great one from him. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like around the same spot as Homecoming, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd put it right under.
Right under? Sure, I'll take that. Have you ever seen Black Widow?
I have not.
You have not seen Black Widow, so I have full authority on this one.
Have you seen Black Widow?
I have seen Black Widow.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, no. I need to give my thoughts.
Okay, give your thoughts.
I need to see that movie.
Okay. Bottom of the Sea.
Bottom of the Sea.
It was not great, but it wasn't the worst.
Should I bother watching it?
No. Maybe, well, I guess it would benefit for Thunderbolts, because it
Um,
has two of
yeah.
the characters from it. But
Hard to keep up with everybody now, though.
it is.
There's too much.
There is. You go on with that, and I'll let the dogs back in.
Sounds good.
What did you do?
It's just nothing.
Did you drink some of my beer?
No.
Um,
Just don't rewind.
Shang-Chi. I think I've only seen this one once. I liked it enough.
Yeah, it was great. Some great action sequences. I liked the bus scene. It's very cool. I think this should be a quick one.
Okay. I think it's
Bottom of the B, maybe?
bottom of B. I like bottom of B. Yeah, I feel like this makes sense. Like a lot of B tier movies.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're kind of on track here. What is this? Eternals. Ooh, fuck Eternals. This is my least favorite Marvel movie.
I got gifted an Eternals Monopoly 2 years ago for Christmas because it was on sale, like, understandably. And it's still in the wrapping paper.
That's crazy.
I do want to play it sometime with you,
Yeah,
though.
we should play it.
Yeah.
Do you have any argument for not bottom of the F tier?
No.
Okay, good.
I wonder if we're going to see these guys again. Like, is Barry Keoghan going to be in the MCU?
I don't know. And Harry Styles?
Like, yeah, that too. Like, the Harry Styles post-credit scene.
Yeah.
That's wild to me that, like, they had nothing in the books and they just throw that post-credit scene in.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think they would have a movie in the works for
Yeah.
him if they were going to do that.
Yeah. And, well, they kind of did the same thing with remember the end of Multiverse of Madness? Like Charlize Theron shows up for a second, and she's like a pretty notable
Yeah.
cartoon or like a Marvel character.
I could see them bringing her back.
Yeah.
Like, because there hasn't been a Doctor Strange 3 yet.
Yeah, I hope
But-
there is.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah. Okay. No Way Home. Another banger.
Another great one. But again, a lot of fan service that makes it less rewatchable.
Mhm.
Like, definitely the first time you see it is best.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably say high A for this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What are you thinking?
I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. I know that it's a big part of that is because of fan service, but I'm okay with that. Like I'm not. I think a lot of the Marvel movies are great, but they're not like winning Oscars for Best Picture. Like I don't really go for the story all the time, and I feel like this does exactly what I want from a Marvel movie, and it did like Spider-Man's cheating because it has the opportunity to bring back two of the most iconic characters ever.
Yeah.
And like you can't I guess they're trying to do that like afterwards to varying effect, like with Deadpool, Wolverine, and then Doomsday's got a lot of like old X-Men characters and stuff. But I feel like that like you can't beat the level of Toby and Andrew.
Yeah, they were a big get. What's crazy to me is that I remember like a lot of people not liking Andrew Garfield when the Amazing Spider-Man movies were coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I always really liked him, but probably because I was a kid and I love Spider-Man in general. But no, also he's like great in The Social Network and a bunch of other movies he's done.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But yeah, it was just wild to me that so many more people were like on his side when this movie came out than when the Amazing Spider-Mans came out.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like people I think people like the Tobey movies the most between those two, but I feel like people like Andrew Garfield more than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. I think Andrew Garfield is probably my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, the two movies,
that's
not
fair.
my favorite Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite at this point is probably like Miles Morales from the animated ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
So because I kind of think this would go, in my opinion, we don't have to put it there, would be right behind Infinity War.
Behind Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'd give you a low S.
Okay, let's put it under Civil War. How about that?
Under Civil War?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Just go let that dog back in.
That'll be a good compromise.
Yeah. What you got? Oh, back there. My name is.
I definitely got caught in the act that time.
Okay, let's move on. Multiverse of Madness. This one I like, but I really wish that I liked it more than I do. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Sorry. Get the case of the giggles. Yeah, I was really excited for this movie.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do more with the multiverse idea.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh yeah, Tobey Maguire's gonna be in this movie for sure. Like because they were really dipping into multiverse, so I remember seeing a theory that was like, Tobey's gonna be in this one, and then Spider-Man's gonna be about like getting like them back home or something like that.
Okay. I didn't think that at all, to be honest. I thought they were just gonna do more like variants of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'd go into a multiverse, like a different universe, and see a different Thor or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they could have done more like cameos that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought this was gonna be a really fan servicey movie, but then it wasn't.
But it was a bit for sure.
Yeah.
Like John Krasinski showing up for like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, the whole Fantastic Four scene. It's like very on the nose. Like it like brings them in one at a time.
Yeah. No, well, it wasn't Fantastic Four because he was the only fantastic. It was like him.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Charles,
the Illuminati.
the
scene,
Illuminati.
actually, is
Yeah.
it? Which I also don't get why they made that joke. The Illuminati joke.
That's an actual MCU thing. The Illuminati.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was lost in that. Sometimes things go over my head where I'm like supposed to be blown away because it's like some random guy from some comic that I haven't read.
Yeah.
Because I don't really read the comics, but yeah.
Yeah, and Sam Raimi directing this one
Yeah, and
was
which was
exciting.
awesome.
You can definitely like it was directed really well and edited really well. I liked there was like strange Doctor Strange transitions, but I thought they worked really well in the movie. But yeah, no, I just didn't. I thought the story was pretty weak, personally.
Yeah. I think it was a bit lazy of a character writing with Wanda too. 'Cause she's
yeah.
completely different from WandaVision, and to just say it's because she got hold of the Darkhold, I think it was called,
Yeah.
or whatever. It's kind of just like you should progress the character that way instead of just
Yeah.
she touched an object basically.
Yeah.
Like there was no development
Yeah.
for her to be there.
Well, like it was a regression, right? Because like
Yeah.
the whole WandaVision was her like developing her character to be a better person, and then it's like, nope, she's a fucking universal murderer now
Yeah.
in the next movie.
Yeah, it was weird choice.
Yeah, but I apparently part of that was because they worked on both of those things simultaneously, and they weren't like both teams weren't in much contact with each other, which I feel like was very stupid.
Yeah,
But yeah, this was when they were like really in like full gear though, like they hadn't slowed down at all yet.
true. Yeah, they're pushing out a lot around this time.
Yeah, so it makes sense. What are you thinking?
I like it more than the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
I would almost put it just immediately above it.
where do we have to right? But yeah, I like that before Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. Ugh, this one's a bit of a fart of a movie.
It's a bit of a fart, but I know what fart starts with F, but I think it's more of
Disappointing.
Yeah, disappointing.
I think D is fine. We don't have to talk about it for that long.
Yeah, the
But,
goats joke was
Oh,
really like too
awful.
terrible,
And like,
really dated and overused in the movie so much.
and it was one of the biggest, I would say, upsets of MCU.
For
like
sure.
Thor Ragnarok was so good. Everybody was so excited for Taika's next MCU movie, and then he just fucking
And Christian
dropped the
Bale.
ball. Yeah, Christian. Yeah, and he acts his heart out in this movie.
Yeah.
I remember I seen like a TikTok or something the other day, and it was like How does Thor: Love and Thunder go from one scene, Christian Bale acting his heart out, to the next scene being this? And it was like, it was like Natalie Portman and that Valkyrie girl, and they were just having like the most like unfunny dialogue between the two of them. And just like, yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is what?
The next one.
Wakanda Forever, I think.
Oh yeah, I've never seen this one. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So I get full control.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to an extent, I won't allow like top of S tier.
Where's it gonna go? I guess I can talk about it first. I really like the villain in this one. I hope he comes back. He was very cool. I think Shuri was great in this. The effects were great in this. I didn't go over to see this in theaters because it was still kind of like, maybe it didn't even go out in theaters. I can't remember. No, it definitely did. But I saw it on Disney Plus. Don't know why that's relevant to how good it is. But I would put it...
Well, theater experience is an important part for some movies.
Yeah, true.
Not for this one, though.
It could have been. I don't know. 'Cause I didn't see it, dude. Hot take, right above the first Black Panther.
Okay.
I like it slightly more.
Okay. I have no opinion on that. So this is a show next. Brody didn't organize them well enough.
Oh, whoops.
Is this Quantumania?
I think so.
Wasn't Quantumania? Oh, okay, no, never mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I think we're good.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Quantumania. This fucking sucked.
Yeah, really bad. And I love Ant-Man, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd. But, yeah, the writing was just not there.
Yeah, and before all the stuff came out, I really liked Jonathan Majors' character in
Loki. Yeah.
Spoilers for that, but he's so like lame in this, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It was just, a lame movie. Like, I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
Yeah, me neither. MODOK, remember that guy?
Yeah.
And he's fucking like ugly, and his whole thing is like, why are you such a dick? And then at the end of the movie, he's like, I'm not a dick anymore.
Yeah, I didn't like that joke.
That was almost direct dialogue from the movie. Do we think it's F?
I think it's F for sure.
Yeah.
I would actually put it below Dark World for sure.
Okay.
And potentially below Eternals.
But my argument for that is like Eternal. I don't know. How long was Quantumania? It must have been pretty long, I think. It was pretty long.
Yeah, over 2 hours, but...
Eternals was 2 hours and 40 minutes. And these were characters that we never even like met before.
Yeah. And it didn't set them up well.
Yeah. And I don't remember anybody's name. And stuff like that.
It's kind of like, why should I give a shit about
Exactly.
these
Yeah, and like the only thing since then that has connected them was that big fucking giant thing that's sticking out of the middle of the ocean. But like other than that, there's no reason to waste 2 hours and 40 minutes of your time.
Yeah. And then again, Harry Styles.
Yeah.
At the end.
He makes good music though.
Oh yeah, I love Harry Styles. I just mean I'm so disappointed that they put him in there without actually having a plan for him. Like it's like he's gonna be in the MCU.
Yeah.
But he's obviously never going to.
Yeah. So should we? I think here. Wait.
Yeah.
Here.
Now that we just talked about Eternals more, I agree with you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Guardians Volume 3. Banger.
Really good.
Yeah.
My personal favorite of all the Guardians movies.
Really?
Yeah. I really liked Rocket's backstory. That we got to see that. And that was explored well throughout the movie. Really interesting to see like animal cruelty be a topic.
Yeah.
In a blockbuster movie. You don't see that too often.
And they did it so well.
Yeah. Yeah, James Gunn's really good at being funny, but also like pulling on your heartstrings.
Yeah. And with like the most like wacky characters.
Yeah.
Like a tree. We care about a tree and a raccoon's relationship.
Yeah.
And that like it's interesting too, like this was James Gunn, like between the second and the third one he got fired and rehired. He got hired with Disney or with DC, made 2 movies there, I think. and like a bunch of other stuff, and now he's like doing Superman, and like, a lot happened between those two movies, but
Oh,
he's
for
still
sure.
got it. The one thing I would say though, I don't know if you'd agree with me on this, but I'd say soundtrack wise, this is the weakest of the three.
Um, I really like the soundtrack. I really like when "Do You Realize" by the Flaming Lips comes in. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a very
Um,
good scene.
and the opening of the movie with a really like somber tone with Creep.
Yeah,
Like that's a great opening for the topic of the movie. Honestly, yeah, I think I might agree with you that this is the best Guardians movie. I just need like the first two I've seen probably like 10 times each.
okay.
This one I've only seen twice, but that second watch was like a couple months ago, and like, yeah, I really loved it. So I'd say definitely, I would agree with the best of the three.
Should we just put it top of the A then?
Top of the A. Top of the A. Oh, top of the Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We don't think. I feel like they deserve an S. One Guardians movie I feel like deserves an S.
Yeah, so bottom of the
Bottom of the S, yeah.
Right.
Now the Marvels. I like this one.
I love this one. It was great.
Yeah. I know, like I heard a lot of backlash about this one, but probably just because there were three women. I'm not a big fan of Rambo. I can't remember Monica Rambo.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big fan of her. Like, I just don't find her very interesting. But I think Iman Vellani, I think is her name. Little Marvel, Miss Marvel. I thought she like carried this movie.
Yeah, she's very good. She's really good in Miss Marvel. I enjoyed her show in that. I still think Brie Larson. Well, yeah, you're right. She does carry this movie, Miss Marvel, but Brie Larson again kills it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like funny moments in the movie too. What letter are you thinking for this one?
I'm kind of thinking in the B.
In the B. Maybe like below the first Captain Marvel, or
Below the first Captain Marvel. I think I liked it more than Captain Marvel, but I'd
Okay.
put it below Captain Marvel if you want.
Is that a good spot for it?
Yeah, sure.
We
Between Captain Marvel and Captain America?
Yeah.
Wait, we have Captain Marvel above Captain America? I don't know if I agree with that. I,
All right, move Captain America above the two Captain
yeah,
Marvels.
I like that more.
Sure.
I like that a lot more. Okay, next one. Banger.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's two Fox superheroes, and then they're in an MCU movie. Oh yeah, and we decided we're not going to do like extended, like all the connected universes because there's way too many movies at that point.
Yeah, I think we're already an hour into this.
Yeah, we're making progress though. I think we'll
Okay.
get through the shows a lot faster.
Yeah, we're going at a good pace.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't put it in S tier
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think it's on the same caliber as the movies that we currently have there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a lot of fan service in here, which honestly, I am just not as familiar with the X-Men and the Fox Marvel movies.
Nobody is.
But like when people were hooting and hollering in the theater, some of it, I was like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Didn't even know like about Channing Tatum and Gambit.
No,
before this
me
movie.
neither.
Like I didn't.
Like it's not as well known. Like
Yeah.
it's like decently well known. Like now I've heard it all afterwards,
Yeah.
but I'd never even heard of Elektra.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
I knew of Blade, but barely.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was Blade when he came out. And X12, is that her name?
Yeah.
from
Oh, I
Logan?
really liked
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
I really liked
I
her.
like that they brought her. Because I do
Um,
remember Logan.
And she has great, like, yeah, okay, let's talk about the relationships here. Deadpool Wolverine was great.
Yes.
I loved X-23's, she was on there for a very short amount of time, but I thought she had a really big impact on Wolverine. And I like how they kind of, they didn't Well, they had the whole joke at the beginning about like not disrespecting the ending of Logan.
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't though, because it's a different Wolverine, and that was kind of their way around it.
Yeah, that's definitely how they got around it, to make everybody happy, kind of. But I liked that they made fun of that, with the opening scene where you think that's how he's gonna, that he's gonna bring Logan back to life.
Yeah.
I really liked Hugh Jackman's acting in this. It was crazy, especially that scene in the van. I think we all know the scene I'm talking about, where he insults Deadpool quite a bit.
Yeah.
I would put it. Where are you thinking?
I'm thinking like A for sure. Maybe smack dab between the two Guardians movies.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we keep grouping movies together like with their sequels.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Like,
yeah, it kind of does make sense though, because they're very similar usually.
yeah. Okay. This is the most recent one. We saw this recently, February.
Yeah.
Or was it March?
February.
Okay. I wish this movie was better. There's definitely some cool parts, but
Yeah.
overall not my favorite.
Yeah, I agree. I wish they used Giancarlo Esposito more. Like, I feel.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel,
Yeah.
I feel like he could have been in more scenes.
Yeah, definitely underutilized for sure. Was such a great villain actor. Like
Yeah.
like I feel like they should have just at that point they should have had a different actor to save him for something better. Unless he's going to be in something else in the future, but I don't think so.
Yeah. It's hard to say nowadays, because I mean, even they brought that random guy back from the Hulk. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing until after the movie.
yeah, I think we are just gonna get random cameos like that sometimes.
Yeah.
In future Marvel movies, where you just have to look it up online who the hell that was.
You'll find it out afterwards.
Yeah.
And they brought back. I'll let that go to voicemail. Sorry, I'm getting a call.
Oh, go ahead. You're not busy.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
I'm not gonna do it this time.
This is research.
Research.
Yeah.
You're supposed to answer those things, man.
I know. I feel so bad hanging up, but I always do
Jeez.
it.
Just remember to add one to the population of Canada. That's the census.
Yeah. They brought back what's her face, Betty Brant, she was from the second Marvel movie, so that's kind of cool.
Betty Brant.
Yeah, it was Hulk's ex,
Oh yes, yeah. Forgot her name.
daughter of. Oh yeah, Harrison Ford's in this movie.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah,
I thought he did good.
he did. Yeah.
He's an amazing actor. But yeah, I didn't like his little man, the new Falcon.
Oh, you didn't? I liked that guy. I hope
Yeah?
to see more of him.
Okay. I thought in my opinion he was like just like such a like a basic Marvel character.
Yeah.
Like he just made like he was just constantly like witty banter that like wasn't very witty. I don't know. What do you think for this one?
Middle of the sea. Like a pirate.
Like a pirate?
Yeah.
I would put it right behind Hulk. What do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
Okay, now we're getting to the other things.
Yes. The non-movies.
Non-movies. This is like not even a show either. This
Yeah.
is the Guardians Christmas special. I liked this.
I liked it too, but now it feels weird to put it among the tier list.
Yeah.
'Cause I
But
don't
we
know how
have to.
compare it. It was really fun. Kevin Bacon's hilarious in it.
Yeah.
I like how it's even like foreshadowed in the first Guardians, because that he's such a big fan of Kevin Bacon.
Mhm.
Like that they actually got him. I'm gonna watch it every Christmas now, probably.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the B, maybe.
That's okay. How about this?
Is what I'm thinking.
How about right above? No, don't hate me here. Right above Black Panther 2, or between the two Black Panthers.
Mm, I personally think it's below Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Yeah. Hope you're not looking for conflict here, folks.
Oh yeah, I just realized you can't see that. Just oops, I gotta go over here. Do. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Wrong way. Gotta go this way. Fuck.
This seems like a good time for me to go piss.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Well, now that I got extra time, I'll do this. Here. Let me put that there. Put that there. Then do this, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. Now, I have a dog that wants to go outside, so I'll do that. Be right back. Nobody go anywhere. Cash, that's everybody? That's it. This is his. Do you think? Okay, here, watch this. I'll see if he notices. Do you think he'll notice? Let's see if I remember. I don't know if I will. Oh, wait. Boom.
I have returned.
Yes. Okay, let's just get right back to it. Falcon. I don't think these are in order of release, but that's fine. We'll just go at it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Falcon Winter Soldier. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did.
It was okay.
I agree. I think it's in the seas, probably.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
High seas,
No.
low seas,
We
middle
keep,
seas.
We keep putting like the sequels together, but I think it's with its Captain America movie.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. Above or below?
Above.
I kind of think below.
Okay. Sure.
Can I give you my reasoning?
Nah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My reasoning is that you waste a lot less time if you just watch the movie. You know, you see the whole show, that's like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
And they're about the same level, so why waste all the extra time? Hawkeye, did you see this?
I think the first episode.
I don't like this one.
S tier. You know, like
Not quite. Maybe I will give you bottom of the D tier.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, Loki. Now we're on Loki. I guess we'll do each season individually. I wish we could just do the whole show. Maybe let's just group the whole show together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I think this is one of the very best things in the MCU.
Love Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's great. Best actor.
I hope he comes into a movie.
Oh, I hope so too. Tom Hiddleston's in
Yeah.
in Doomsday, so I could see it.
A lot of like, it's very creative plot points throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're really good at all the time warp,
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Oh, and it took one of the most basic MCU characters and turned them into like one of my favorites easily. Like Loki. Like he was so like he was good before this show, but like his whole character arc and like him afterwards, like I just like him so much more now than I ever did because of the show.
Yeah, I agree that it was cool to see him getting that like introspective, existential like mindset, especially in the first season. Um, I didn't think he was that basic before this, but
I thought like I mean like I just wouldn't put him up with like some of my favorite villains before this. Like he was one of the most iconic for sure, but like he's no Thanos. And I thought them changing him to be, you know, a hero more than a villain, I thought was a great idea. And like his like from the very first episode to the last, like the character that he becomes is so great. Especially that like you saw the second season, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that like the last couple episodes of the second season where he basically lives like for 1,000 years or whatever to like learn to do all that stuff just as for a chance to like save his friends. Like I thought that was awesome. Oh, and season 2 had Ki Hui Kwan, I think is how you pronounce his name. One of my favorite actors of all time.
he was really funny in
Yeah.
season 2. Yeah, I think this was the first thing I've seen him in, and like as soon as he came on screen, I was like charmed by his comedic presence.
Mm-hmm.
He was great. Yeah, just a great, probably definitely one of the best MCU shows for sure.
Yeah,
If not the best.
I think it's the best. I personally would put this right above Thor Ragnarok.
Right above Thor Ragnarok.
In front of Infinity War.
I personally would put it lower, but I'll give you this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it that much lower though. It'd be S tier for sure.
What's better, season 1 or 2?
I think the first one is better.
I agree. I thought season 2 had weaker episodes, but also my favorite episodes.
Yes, yeah, that's fair. With the finale of that, I'm very curious. Do you need to let the dog in?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. With the finale of that, I'm very curious to see how he's going to be brought into Doomsday, because that felt very final. Like,
It did.
and I don't like. Is he going to be like the Loki that has lived 1,000 years, or is he going to be a different Loki that comes into Doomsday?
I hope it's him.
Yeah,
I think he could play like a big role in it, honestly, with him being such a powerful character now. It would be weird if it was that version of him. It would be weird for him to have like a small role.
I think he could play a powerful role in terms of like, how he's going to affect the plot. But I don't think he's going to be in a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, one thing I want to talk about, unrelated, is you know, you saw like the cast come out, right, of Doomsday.
Yeah. He's letting his other dog in.
Yeah. Come on, stay inside. You seen how like Tom Holland wasn't in the list? I feel like he's definitely gonna be in it, right?
I don't know for sure, because Brand New Day comes out after that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposedly going to be like a return for him, and he still doesn't remember his friends. I don't. Or well, yeah, he remembers his friends, or his friends don't remember him. But I don't know if the Avengers remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My argument for it, though, right, is because it's Doomsday, and it's gonna be Robert Downey Jr. And how, if like he's the main bad guy of the movie, how are they gonna not include the MCU character with the deepest connection to that face?
True.
That I thought about that the other day. I'm like, how could they not have him? Like, I feel like that'd be missing something.
Yeah.
But maybe he's in whatever the next one is, Secret Wars, and like maybe he just plays a big role in that one instead.
Yeah, true.
But
Because it could be a thing. This is gonna be crazy if this is how it goes, and I predict this. But it could be a thing too where Doom is big in Doomsday, but he has a mask on the whole time. And then at the end of the movie is the big reveal that he looks that he might be an Iron Man variant.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be something like that. And then they explore the Iron Man aspect in Secret Wars. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that would kind of be the best of both worlds because people are kind of thinking, is this going to be Robert Downey Jr. as Doom or is it going to be Tony Stark as Doom? If you know what I mean. Like, is he going to be Tony Stark?
I think it will be a variant of Tony Stark, but I think his name will be Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. I think the same thing, that he's going to
Yeah.
be a variant, but I feel like if the first movie just had him in a mask and they just didn't explore that aspect at all, and he's kind of just this mysterious villain,
Yeah.
and then the sequel kind of comes into his origin story.
I could see that, but also, how are they going to have Robert Downey Jr. and not show his face the whole movie?
Well, maybe he has a smaller role in the movie, kind of like
I guess so.
like I would compare it to Luke coming back for Force Awakens.
Yeah. But he's getting paid so much money. I don't know. I don't think they said what it is, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, yeah. But it's called Doomsday. Like, Doom is in the name.
yeah,
So he's got to have a big role.
yeah. I mean, like with the mask on, he could have a big role.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on because I feel like we talk about this forever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not even on the. We're not even on the tier list right now.
Moon Knight. I liked Moon Knight. You see it?
Yeah, Moon Knight's great.
Like I can't remember it fully, but I did. I like the split personality.
Yeah.
I really like Oscar Isaac. I think he's a great actor.
Great portrayal of like mental illness.
Yeah, yeah. And I liked one thing I really liked about this is the main character was more so his alter, like it wasn't his original self. You know, it was like the character that he made up.
Yes.
So I like how it kind of set it up that like, oh, he's the person, and then the side that's like killing people is the not him. But then it was like a twist on it. Like I thought that was really done really well.
Yeah, the plot was very well written.
I wish we could have seen him since then, but it's been, for a while, and I don't think he's set to be in Doomsday.
I'm sure he'll be back though.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be a Moon Knight season 2 or anything, but I think he'll be in a movie or two.
Yeah.
Are we thinking? I'm thinking either B or C, like around that area.
I think B.
B.
I think I would say like upper B personally, but I'd give you middle B.
Okay, because I would put it below Captain America for sure. Maybe.
How about just below Captain America?
Sure.
Okay. She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk a lot.
I like She-Hulk too.
I thought it was very funny. I like how she was big and green.
Very deconstructive as well.
very-
Very meta.
Yeah, and I remember like going into it, I'm like, oh, I don't like how there's going to be another character other than Deadpool who's meta, but I think she does it so well and like in such a different way that's like it's less like pop culture self-referential, but more like societally self-referential, like making fun of stereotypes and stuff like that. But then also it did have like the whole thing where she like goes out of the show
Yeah.
and goes on Disney Plus. Like that was cool.
And it was good at making fun of its audience in a way. Like with the ending where she's gonna fight the big, it's gonna be this big CGI fight, and then she exits out. I thought it was funny. I liked Daredevil in it as well.
Yeah, he did great. I never seen Daredevil. Spoilers for when we get to Daredevil.
Me neither.
But I know it's supposed to be a good show. I plan to watch it at some point, and I know it's probably like more serious than She-Hulk. So maybe I could see like fans of Daredevil being annoyed about him kind of taking on this like a more comedic show.
Yeah.
And it making light of this character that they hadn't seen in so long, but they get to see him again now, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, no, I kind of think low A, high B.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say like high B, maybe below Ant-Man and the Wasp.
How about above Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Cool. WandaVision, another great one.
Another great one. I loved, again, very like deconstructive in a different way, where it's not like meta about superheroes, but it's about society in a way, and like
And
old
TV.
and sitcom, yeah. Which was cool because it was one of the first TV shows, so it was cool for it to be deconstructive of TV shows.
Yeah. And just very like it is like I like they really commit to it. The first 2 episodes there's like barely anything else, and it's
Yeah.
really just more like it's like a thriller for
True.
like a couple episodes there cuz it's like very eerie and like everything's a little off, and then it kind of slowly turns more Marvel as it goes along.
Yeah.
And I would say like it kind of hits its peak somewhere right in the middle where it's like still kind of eerie but not full MCU.
Yeah.
Like by the end of it like they had that big like CGI fight which was pretty cool, but like I liked mid season WandaVision. I thought that was one of the best things in Marvel.
In my opinion, the MCU ness of it is the only thing that brings it down.
Mm.
Like, because the first 2 episodes are incredible in my opinion. Like, I think it kind of peaks at the start, but then it has its big moments in the middle
Mm-hmm.
that are even bigger than the big moments at the start. But everything that happens outside of the town kind of feels more MCU-y, in a bad way, like
Mhm.
like the bad parts of the MCU.
But it did have that one guy that everybody loves. That he's Jim in The Office, but he's not. He's Asian Jim in The Office.
Yeah,
Randall Park.
Randall Park.
I love him.
Yeah, he was great.
And that girl from Thor, she was good in it. I thought. Kat Dennings.
Yeah, and I like Monica Rambeau's character in this.
Yeah, she gets her weird force field powers. Actually, I don't like her very much.
But the finale really falls flat for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like the twist of Agatha all along. Like I didn't see that coming, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was a great twist.
I don't know if she really needed a whole show of her own, but
Yeah,
yeah. What do you I think this is S tier.
S tier. Yeah, I would put it in S tier.
Bottom of the S tier?
I would say bottom of the S tier. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Werewolf by Night. I did see this movie, but frick. I did see this movie, but it was just like wait, how the fuck? Wait, what did I Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, sorry. Goodness. Sorry. I think you have more to say about this than I do.
About Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably watch this like every Halloween now. I really like it. I liked the black and white version more than the color version
Mm-hmm.
because I think it shows like it pays homage to a lot of like older style cinema, like with the blood splattering on the camera. That looks way cooler in black and white. It was a cool character that I don't know if we're gonna see again, but I hope we see again.
Yeah.
I liked that it didn't explain itself. Like you had to kind of figure it out yourself what was going on. It expected a bit of its audience.
Yeah, I feel like I can't really say much about it because I kind of just had it on the background and I seen the color version and I was like carving pumpkins because it was around Halloween. So yeah, whatever you put this movie wherever you want, or I guess not movie, but you know,
Halloween special or whatever.
yeah.
Where am I at here? All right. I rank this quite highly, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I would say it's right under the Christmas special by Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Okay, what is this next one? Oh, What If? I think I haven't seen. So there's. Sorry, just a sec. What if? Okay, let's do the What If show together because I think we've both only seen season 1.
I think so. I think I saw some of season 2. I can't even remember, to be honest.
Okay, so I did really like season 1.
I do remember enjoying it. Yeah.
I thought it was one of the better shows. I liked it more than I liked it a lot more than Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah.
It's around to me personally. I think it's a C tier.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't see myself revisiting it.
I definitely do see myself revisiting it. I want to watch the other two seasons. I really liked. So this one had Ultron in it. Sorry, the dogs. Dogs are kind of being a little nosy. You remember Ultron in the show or no?
I don't really remember his role in it. No.
No. Okay. So what it was in like one of the later episodes. It was like, what if Ultron won, and it like, oh my God, dogs. It was like, what if Ultron won, and basically he got all the Infinity Stones and took over his universe, and then like he kind of became, at the end of the show, it kind of hinted at him seeing like the Watcher,
Okay.
him like sensing that the Watcher was watching him, and then the last episode brought together all the characters from all the episodes before, and they like Avengers teamed up, and I really liked how they did that because it was like this like separated. Each episode was like a separated thing, but then they found a way to put them all together in a way that makes sense, and I just really wasn't expecting that. So I think this is like high B. Like I would say this is right below She-Hulk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I think we're gonna have to meet in the middle somewhere on this one.
I'd meet in the middle somewhere. Above Age of Ultron. How about that?
Above Age of Ultron?
Or below Age of Ultron.
I guess I'll give you right below it, but
Okay. I wonder if I can. No, I can't. Right below it. Are you sure? Do you want to go lower?
no, I'll give it to you. But
Okay.
I think I do like everything under it in B more.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good, man.
Yeah, it was, but not as good as some of the other stuff we got in B.
Go away, dogs. Okay, next time, Miss Marvel. I saw the first episode of this, and I liked it, and then I didn't watch the rest.
Oh. This was another one where it was like started off really strong. But then the ending kind of fell flat. Kind of like WandaVision. I liked kind of like Spider-Man. We're seeing like a different perspective where it's like a high schoolness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a John Hughes feel.
It's John Hughes.
Oh, he did like Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ah, okay, cool.
I would probably put it in the B somewhere.
In the B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you think, or what do you think of the show?
I liked the one episode that I saw. I liked the style. I remember it kind of having like cool editing with like, there's like cool graphics on the screen sometimes. Like, I don't really know, but like just kind of guess, I would throw it right in front of Multiverse of Madness. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably a good spot. I forgot that you only watched one episode when I threw it back to you. What is this?
Agatha All Along.
Oh, okay, Agatha All Along. I saw the first episode,
Me
thought
too.
it was cool, and then forgot to keep watching, I guess.
I would say one thing about this is the unnecessariness of the series, which I feel like should just put it down a little bit. I do like the actress Catherine Hahn, and Aubrey Plaza's in this as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, why? Like, this is like, when this got announced, I remember being so annoyed. Like, why does every little character need their own thing? Like, we can just have some characters that just show up with other ones. They don't have to have their own movies or shows.
Yeah. Like, it'd be weird if they... I was about to say it'd be weird if they did a Groot show, but I guess they did.
They did do a Groot show.
Yeah, which I haven't watched. Spoilers. It's hard to say where to put it when we haven't seen it, though.
Yeah.
Because I think it probably was good.
I want to put it in D tier.
In D tier?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think we should put it in C because
But we haven't even seen it.
yeah, we will put it right here, bottom of the C.
Okay. What's this one? Echo. I haven't seen this either. You've seen this, right?
I've seen Secret Invasion. Not good. Really bad.
They had that weird twist in it, right? Where it's like Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
like a
War Machine
Skrull.
was a Skrull, but it's not clear for when he was a Skrull, and if he was a Skrull for how long you think he is. It kind of makes it weird because he was emotional about Iron Man dying during that time.
Yeah,
So it's just a
weird.
weird plot point.
The Groot show.
Is that what this is?
I think so.
Oh, haven't seen it, but I like
Yeah.
Groot, so somewhere in C.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Daredevil. Haven't seen it, but I hear a lot of good things. So I think we should be respectful and put it like top of the B.
Top of the V.
I think right
When we haven't even seen it.
not
Yeah.
top of the B. What about like right after She-Hulk, right before?
After Avengers: Age of Ultron. Come on.
Okay, sure.
B for Born Again.
What is this?
What is that?
Oh, Agent Carter.
Oh, Agent Carter.
Oh, okay. These are the Netflix shows. Okay, we can fly through these.
Yeah.
I don't care about this one.
I haven't seen it.
I like Haley Atwell. I think she's good in the other
Agents
movies.
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, I saw half of the first season of this show, and I think they did like 4 or 5. I would put it right below Captain America. Right between Falcon and Winter Soldier and Captain America.
There we go.
Okay.
It's official, folks.
Daredevil again. We
Wait.
just put it with the other one.
Yes, I was confused. I thought we were doing the other one
This one's
whenever we
super.
ranked it.
Marvel's The Defenders. A bunch of characters get together that I've never seen in anything before.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that they got all these four together.
They got Jane from Breaking Bad.
You kind of forget that like Netflix was more into Marvel back in the day.
Yeah,
Disney Plus wasn't around.
They had a deal with Disney, I
Yeah.
think, was what it was. But they definitely had a much lower of a budget than the other ones. Because I think these originally were part of the MCU, and then they're like, no, they're not. But then they're like, actually, maybe. So,
It's probably here.
in C?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Luke Cage. I hear Luke Cage is fucking terrible. Or Iron Fist, sorry. I think this is F. That's what they say. Don't know shit about it. But
What's
I'm
your
going to say
source?
it's F.
Okay.
Like, maybe Instagram Reels or something. Iron Fist, don't know.
Yeah.
D?
D for don't know.
Yeah. Jessica Jones. Now, I like Jane in Breaking Bad.
Jane in Breaking Bad. Is she in Jessica Jones?
She is Jessica Jones.
Oh. You heard it here first. Like,
Okay. Luke Cage, don't know.
he was probably okay.
Okay, Punisher, I hear also good things. Similar to Daredevil, but not quite as good.
Do I have to fix that?
Oh, yeah. Just scroll up, I think. And then we'll... Yeah. Well, it's
okay.
not going to go S tier. So let's scroll down, actually.
All right. Punisher.
Can I see this? Give me this fucking Punisher. See bottom. Okay, no, I'd say it's above. Oh, but right there. Sound good?
We are the experts.
And Punisher season 2. Wait, okay. No.
No,
sorry.
Punisher season 2 is way better than the first one.
Okay.
I haven't seen either. I haven't.
Okay. Is that
Pulling
the
stuff
full
out of my
list fit there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go through it all from back to front.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the top.
So bottom F tier we got
From the bottom.
Quantumania. The lowest is Is that Quantumania?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll allow that to be the lowest. Oh wait, no. The lowest is Eternals. I did this when you went to the bathroom and you didn't notice.
I did not notice.
Okay, lowest is Eternals, then Quantumania, Secret Invasion, Thor: The Dark World, and Iron Fist. I'm okay with that.
I feel bad for Iron Fist because I haven't seen it.
I think I hear it sucks, man. But
You hear it?
I hear it sucks.
Oh man, this is quality journalism right here. All right. Okay,
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Hawkeye, Thor: Love and Thunder, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Iron Man 2.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta let the dogs out again. That's hi, pups. You moved something.
No.
Something has been moved. Quantumania. I like that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we should leave it there.
Okay. C tier. This is a big one. I think I agree with it though. Luke Cage, Agent Carter, Echo, Agatha All Along, Punisher, I Am Groot. So we literally haven't seen anything up until Black. Have you seen I Am Groot?
No.
No. Okay. Black Widow.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm cool with this one. Are
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Oops. I keep scrolling.
See you through. See you later, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe see you never.
Maybe.
B tier, Shang-Chi, Ant-Man, The Marvels, Captain Marvel, Moon Knight, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Miss Marvel, Multiverse of Madness, Werewolf by Night, Guardians of the Galaxy, What If, Daredevil, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Black Panther 1, 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, She-Hulk. Any objections to any of those? Order or anything?
I like it.
You like it. I like it too, honestly.
Yeah.
A tier. Ooh, I already have a qualm, I think.
What's your qualm? Let's hear it.
I think Iron Man 3. No, actually, no, I agree. Iron Man 3 is A tier. I thought it might have been B tier for a sec, but no, I think it's A tier. You agree?
Yeah, I do.
You agree that it should stay where it is?
I like it. I love Iron Man 3.
Okay. Iron Man 1, Far From Home, Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, Wolverine, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. What if we put... No, actually, no. I like this.
You like it? Yeah.
I want to make changes, but like we just nailed it first try.
Yeah. This is the official tier list, and we did well.
Okay.
Except for the people who are like big fans of, I don't know, the Punisher.
Yeah.
You're gonna say it's
All three people.
I'm sure a lot of people watch that show. But
Yeah,
I was not one of them.
And then S tier, WandaVision, Guardians 3, Avengers 1, Winter Soldier, No Way Home, Civil War, Thor Ragnarok, Loki, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. I like that as well.
I personally think Civil War is a little too low.
Really? You have a
Yeah.
qualm. Where would you put Civil War?
I would personally put it above the Lokis.
I knew you were going to say that. How about this? I'll give you right in the middle of the two Lokis.
In the middle of the two Lokis?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I
Yeah.
personally do like Ragnarok more, but I see the appeal to Civil War. Okay.
And then the top, we're putting Endgame at the top.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? It is something to marvel at.
It is. Like if I'm talking about like my pure enjoyment, if we want to do my top 3 really quick, I would do Endgame, No Way Home, and Loki.
That's a good top 3. I mean, they're all pretty high up there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's a good list.
What are your top 3, Brody?
My top 3?
Yeah.
Infinity War would probably be my 1.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Civil War would probably be my 2. And then probably Endgame.
I like that. Would you say Infinity War is your favorite superhero movie?
Yeah.
Really? I think mine, honestly, is... I can't decide which of the two, but it would be one of the Spider-Verse movies. I love those movies so much.
There you go. Oh, you ever see the Captain Underpants movie?
I
a good
actually
one.
have seen that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that is probably the best
Yeah.
superhero movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was figuring you just forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed Helms probably performance of his career. Kevin Hart also performance of his career.
Yeah. And just that was when cinema peaked.
It did, yeah.
It is actually a good movie though.
It was surprisingly very good.
Yeah. I think we got to do the Captain Underpants We gotta add this to the tier list.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's Dogman, so we might as well add that as well.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it though.
yeah. Past my time.
Yeah.
Good old Dave Pilkey.
Okay. I think that's good for the stream. Thanks for anybody that decides to watch this later. I know we've got a big crowd here watching right now.